I think the number one thing is what's going to happen with the Department of Education. Even though President Trump has distanced himself from the Project 2025, one of the things that Project 2025 from the Heritage Foundation explicitly did was say we need to shut down the Department of Education, and you get sort of other calls for it.
So at the federal level, TPS expansion is essentially dead, and it didn't happen. Now, as that doesn't mean that it's not happening elsewhere, like at Middle States Commission, where they did put in a third-party provider, third-party servicer type of policy that's actually in effect now with a major accreditor. And some other states are looking at it. Nobody wants it. Schools are flocking en masse to fee for service. That we don't see. We see cautiousness, but we're not seeing schools at large across the board saying we can't do rev share, it's a dead model, it's gone. We still see a lot of demand for that, and the vendors who are offering both models or hybrid models consistently see more demand for rev share than they do for fee for service.
So it's regulation. The gainful employment part, it applies only to for-profit institutions. As I said, it's like a Jenga, so many little different parts. That is a regulation. The data is meant to come in January 15th, and that regulation was part of the whole negotiated rulemaking. So you've got that inclusive access there. You've got Sarah. You've got
Yes.
taking attendance. You've got establishing a separate entity. So those are all we're trying to see what happens in the last sort of lame duck session.
There will be an increased focus on accountability, including the financial value transparency approach from both sides. They're probably not going to want to agree with each other, but both of them are pushing the same direction. It's a question of how well do you define the rules and how effective they are.